Hello and welcome to New Parents in Training. So today I'm going to review this Baby Brezza Safe Plus Smart Bottle Warmer. So this one actually able to allow you to connect to your phone via Bluetooth. They actually have an app for it, according to the advertisement anyway. More recently I have reviewed their base model. It's called the Bottle Breast Milk Warmer. I'll put the link on top so you can go see it. Now this one is a little bit pricier than the first one. I think the difference is almost like $20, if not more. But anyway, I'll put all the product information down in the description below so you can go check it out as well. So anyway, let's open this up. We have the manual instruction. Alright, so this one is in the color white. I think this is better color than the black that I have for the first model. Alright, so very simple. You have the machine itself, a water container, and also the manual instruction. Alright, so let me go wash this up and then test this out. I just talk about the app real quick. Initially, I thought that with the app, things get much simpler or easier and more features, so to speak, but that's not the case. Here I have an iPhone and the Baby Brezza be able to connect to it. But unfortunately, if you're using an Android phone, it doesn't work. So that's very annoying. For the Android, the app is stuck at version 1.1. Every time I try to connect the Bluetooth, the app will shut down by itself. Now for iPhones, the version is 1.3. So I think because the app version is different, the more updated one, that 1.3 has less defect. What you need to do is just download the Baby Brezza app from the App Store. And now in this screen, see this one is version 1.3. You just hit connect and now it's connected. Yeah, so the connection is very simple. Now essentially whatever that you can control on the panel here, you can control on the app itself. Now that kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, why would you really need the app? I don't really see the scenario where you're going to need it. Now the only time I can kind of see how parents will use it is when the parent is having the baby in one arm and trying to put the bottle in here and then walk away and using the phone to control. That's the only scenario I can see why you would need an app. Otherwise, this is just a gimmicky to have for the machine to have the app. But anyway, so one other feature is the setting guide. You can actually get the setting if you're using the quick warm feature, cold temperature. So depending on how cold your bottle is and what kind of setting you want to set, then you can see it here, see the chart here. Otherwise, you can always see it from the back of the machine itself. Aside from having the app in it as a newer feature, essentially it's the same as the older model. Now I have talked about it in the previous video regarding the Baby Brezza milk bottle warmer, but essentially if you have like a wide mouth bottles such as the Komodomo, this is the widest milk bottle that we have in our house. It fits very well. So yeah, there's still room inside where you can turn this. So fitting one of those wide mouth baby bottle is not an issue. Now obviously Dr. Brown, no issue as well. All right, so now let's start doing some tests. I have here a 4-ounce milk bottle. This is cold temperature. At 45 degrees. This just came out of the fridge. So what I'm gonna do is to put the milk inside here. Now what you want to do is add water to the same level as the milk itself. Alright, so right now I'm gonna heat up the milk. I'm gonna use the app, and as you can see, I'm gonna use the steady warming with cold temperature. Now since I have the 4-ounce, I'm gonna use the setting 4. That's the plastic. Going back 4, and this is going to be cold. This is steady, 5 minutes and 20 seconds, and then start. Okay, now the machine is counting down. We're just gonna wait. Oops. Gonna wait till the timer runs out. Alright, so now that is finished, let's take this out. Oh, well, the milk is warm to the touch. Now we just need to find out what's the temperature inside. The temperature that I'm looking forward to is 98.6 Fahrenheit or 37 Celsius. One is a little bit better compared to the older model. I'm actually surprised because the last model that I've tested, the temperature came out, if it's cold milk, it came out to be over 100 degree Fahrenheit. So it wasn't close to the 98.6 at all. But this model is actually much closer to the ideal temperature. Alright, now let's try the room temperature milk. Now I also have here 4 ounces. This is at 81 degree. You can see the room temperature water. It's at 78 degrees. Let me see here. Okay, now add the water. Okay, so I'm gonna use the app again. Now this is the steady warming room temperature and 70 degree Fahrenheit, even though the bottle milk and also the water are a little bit warmer, but that's the chart I'm gonna go with. So setting 4 for plastic. Setting 4 is gonna be steady, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, the warming process is finished. Let's open this up. It's warm to the touch. Let's see what's the temperature inside. A little bit hot, but the temperature is coming down. Looking at 98.7 now. So it's fairly accurate compared to other milk bottle warmer I have tested. Alright, final thought about this machine. From the standpoint of heating up the milk to the right temperature, this machine does the job really well. And surprise to me, only the Baby Brezza bottle breast milk warmers, they're able to bring the temperature to the right temperature, which is at 98.6 degree Fahrenheit or the 37 degrees Celsius. All other milk bottle warmers, when they heat up the milk, they're always over 100 degrees. This is by far the most accurate one in the market that I have tested so far. So I'm very impressed by that. So let's talk about the downside. With this particular model, it advertised that not only has the bottle warming features, but also lets the user to connect to their phone using the Baby Brezza app to control it. But the app itself is a joke. If you're using the Android, like I have, then you are not able to connect your app with this particular machine. Now, if you are using iPhone actually has a newer version of the app itself, so it was able to connect to the machine and control it. But even if you're able to control the machine, app itself does the same exact job as the control panel on the machine. So I don't really see what the extra feature is to having the app itself. Aside from that, this particular model, it actually does the same job as the model that without the app feature, but it costs $20 more than the one without. So in that regard, it makes completely no sense to go out and get this particular machine. If you are looking for a Baby Brezza bottle warmer, they do make really good bottle warmer. Just go with the one that's the cheapest option. Anyway, if you have any questions, comment down below. Until next time, bye.